Why would you want to have anything to do with Jeffrey Epstein unless he could do something for you? What was he doing for people? I'm sure you've been following the Jeffrey Epstein thing and the Trump and all of that, and it's amazing the way you can have such a thing. Like, there's been paedophile rings and they've been investigated before in this country and in many other countries, and people are prosecuted and people are put to prison, and victims are looked after. But as regards Epstein, it seems weird. You've got this tranche of information about this been going on for years, and yet only the other day the Trump administration said we've nothing. There's nothing there, nothing to see here. Just move on. Everybody move on.
Yeah, I really don't like that. You know, I mean, it screams cover up to me. Like, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything like that, but certainly I am very annoyed over this because I feel like the justice has not been had for those victims, the girls that were brought to that island and abused, the things that happened to them. One report was saying that, you know, there was cameras all over that island.
Yeah.
So was it created to trap the most powerful people in the world?
I was looking at different videos about this and documentaries about this, and this Epstein chap, like, I think he was originally a mathematics teacher.
Okay.
And he became a financier, and he said to somebody one time, my job is to make real money become imaginary or disappear. And I think one of the things he would do, if somebody was getting divorced, if you were a millionaire and you didn't want the other half to get her share of the millions, he would kind of look after that money and make it kind of disappear.
Wow.
For you. But there was lots of celebrities and like this Jeffrey Epstein, like, he was a magnet for anybody who was anybody knew him.
Yeah.
Now, why were there, like, you know, flies around the shite? Because he wasn't a particularly attractive fella, I don't think. So why were all of these men, these politicians, why were they all honed in on him? It wasn't for him. It was for the women that he could get them. It's the thing.
Yeah.
And that needs to be highlighted. They weren't socialising with him because he was good crack.
Yeah, like, I suppose really, he probably was a go-to guy in terms of finances, and I think finance is a big thing in that world, you know, and if you have a way of hiding money, they're all going to love that and want a piece of it. In terms of the women and that kind of thing, you know, obviously his partner, what was her name?
Ghislaine Maxwell, I've trouble pronouncing
Maxwell, yeah. She really, I think, was a bit of a victim herself in some ways initially, you know, because I think guys like him are so manipulative, and I've had the experience of working with paedophiles in the past for a very short period of time. I just couldn't do it ethically myself, but they just come across, Paul, like the nicest people you could ever meet. They're a lovely granddad or a lovely uncle. They're so kind, or you know, such a lovely aunt, you know, very generous.
Yeah.
And they're just at the back of it, they're the most evil people on earth that you could imagine. And that is my view, I suppose, really on it. So I do think he manipulated her strongly. And as you said earlier as well, you can see that she loved him. Do you know?
You can see in pictures, when you read the body language, you can see that she's enthralled by him.
She really is,
Because it's genuine. You can see it in the eyes, because you know the way people smile.
Yeah.
And this is what I'd say about Trump. I've never seen Trump give a genuine smile. His
No.
eyes don't smile. He's just, he comes out and he goes...
Oh,
it's like, you see Jeremy Clarkson does something similar sometimes. He just kind of fake,
just kind of a
smile.
glare, yeah.
Yeah, so it's the fake smile thing. But the thing is, like, she was sent to prison on the evidence that she was supplying young girls.
Yeah.
Or these people.
Yeah.
So there was evidence, and she was sent to prison. But if there was evidence to convict her, there was evidence to convict Jeffrey Epstein. Of course, he committed suicide in prison. Where is all that evidence?
Yeah.
And there was flight logs of people who were on Epstein's plane and go to his island. There was even connections with Mar-a-Lago. All of this stuff is detailed. Now, there is a point that has been made that some people who were associated with Epstein could be entirely innocent.
Oh, yeah.
But
And I do believe that.
my original point is, why would you want to have anything to do with Jeffrey Epstein unless he could do something for you? What was
Yeah.
he doing for people? He was
hiding money.
hiding money,
That
but
was his
he
thing.
was supplying them with sex, as in young women, underage
Yeah,
women.
yeah. Well, that's the other part of his business, of course.
So either way,
You know.
you had no good reason to be associated with Jeffrey Epstein.
Not really, no.
No.
It's all corrupt anyway,
Yes.
like, you know, the whole thing, really. So, yeah. I think Trump hiding those files is despicable. It's disgraceful. Like, I'm so annoyed over it, to be honest. And
Well,
I
the thing,
just
Pam
feel like-
Bondi is getting the blame for it, but people have
Yeah.
said, "Well, a minute, what's she got to gain by doing this?" I think she's been told, "This is what I want," and you do it.
Now, the other thing is a play on words as well, isn't it? Like, she said the files are on my desk. She didn't say that she'd looked through them or what was in them.
She
or
didn't actually
anything
mention
at
the word
that
files.
What was it?
Well, she did say, but the question she was asked was about the list, and she said in response to the question about the lists, she didn't say, "No, there isn't a list. There's a bunch of files on my desk." She said the files are on my desk. So she didn't say then that there wasn't a list.
No, she didn't say there was
So,
either.
Yeah, but there was this load of files.
were on her
Now,
desk ready
she
for
has
review
said that
kind
a
of
lot
thing.
of the videos and stuff they have is child pornography, and they're not going to release that, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But surely there are adults in that that can be identified and prosecuted.
Oh, there is, yeah. So
You
I
know,
don't know why that's
and
not
in
been done.
ordinary, rudimentary cases like this, worldwide, people are identified and prosecuted because of the evidence. Why can't it be done here?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. There's definitely something a lot of things being covered up there, you know.
There
and-
is, and it's this elite class of people as well.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be elite. I mean, there's paedophile rings of ordinary Joe Soaps and Josephine Soaps around the country as well.
Yeah,
But what stinks to high heaven here is
Yeah.
is the fact that this has been covered up.
yeah, absolutely. It's ridiculous. I mean, I'm just so annoyed about it. But look, I could go on about it all day. I try not to look at it, to be honest, Paul. I try not to watch things to do with it because, you know, I feel so passionately about the victims getting, you know, their day in court and, you know, getting, I
Yeah.
suppose, a good result out of this for
Yeah.
what has happened to them and being acknowledged. I think that girl who came forward with the Me Too campaign initially, you know, she didn't get justice, in my view.
Was that the girl who committed suicide?
I don't know, she didn't. That
There's
was somebody
one
else.
victim who came forward and she committed suicide.
She
I
died
think
by suicide.
Yes.
I have to correct you.
She died by suicide. So look, let us know. Do you think what I think? That this stinks to high heaven, and it cannot just be like, oh, I mean, Trump the other day when somebody was questioning Pam Bondi, he interrupted. He said, "No, yeah, you're still talking about the Epstein File. That was years ago. Nobody's talking about it. Move on." But yet, every bloody second day, he brings up Biden and he brings up Obama, and that was years ago. You think he'd have moved on? He can move on as regards certain things, but not as regards others.
Yeah, it stinks to high heaven for
It
sure,
certainly
Paul.
does.
Yeah, I don't like it.
We are the Happy Hitters. Like us, subscribe to us, and we'll talk to you soon.